What's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘥𝘆. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really appreciate it. Today we have a mid-year book haul. I have been putting off this haul for a very long time. A very long time. Honestly, this year I have not been in the mood to record. I have not had the energy or willingness to put in effort in order to record. And that's just me being truthful and frank. Honestly, life has been lifing, things have been crazy, but I wanted to share all of this pub mail with you, as well as books that I have purchased. This will not include the North Texas Teen Book Festival, where I did go meet some middle grade authors as well as YA authors, because that's going to be separate. Otherwise, this video will already be too long, and so I probably won't even explain the synopsis for some of these books, so I do apologize in advance if you're wanting to know what they are. I just have way too many. I don't want an hour-long video. Hopefully it's not an hour. Me talking about the books or anything like that. So I'm just going to show you. I have them separated by publishers and what publishers have provided what or sent me what. And so first I'm going to start with Macmillan. I've opened all of them and left them in the bags, but I do have some middle grade books that were gifted to me. So I did get some more picture books. This is Toot Toot. I did receive 2 copies, so I do have one to give away for my kiddo. But yeah, I've read this, and again, super cute, super adorable. This is by Brianna J. McDaniel. Love this. It really is Toot, really like passing gas. So super cute. Absolutely loved it. I also received from Macmillan as Guardians. This is Odin by George O'Connor. I have not read this one. I want to get a couple more, but cannot wait to read this eventually. Also, The Stinky History of Toilets. Flush with a fun fact and disgusting discoveries. This I did read, and it really does go over the history and the evolution of toilets. I knew about outhouses. I knew about, you know, different things that people have done for toilets, but it went beyond that. It went, you know, way before that, like people literally going in the streets. And I just didn't think that was a thing. Macmillan has also sent me Theo Tan and the Fox Spirit. This is written by the same author who wrote the Unauthored Mystery Guide of something. Oh my god, I absolutely love the book. It's one of my top books of the year so far. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Vera Wong book, and so cannot wait to read that. I also got from Tor and 𝑐𝐞𝐶𝑔𝐻𝑚 sent to me by Tor, and this is already out now. Again, I've been holding on to these for some months. This is by R.A. Salvador. This is a chunky book, but the text is nice and big too, so I really am intrigued just by the cover. It's pirate theme. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to read the synopsis and go into the synopsis, but that was sent to me by them. One more by Macmillan. This was sent to me, I want to say they said that it was part of their summer reading challenges, but this is Puzzle Heart. Sometimes Family is the Hardest Mystery to Solve by Jen Reese. Looks like she's written some other books. I know about Every Bird a Prince, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Macmillan. I love all the books that you send, and I appreciate them so much. So the next books I'm going to go into is HarperCollins. This one is Word Hunter by Stella Sands. This comes out in August. I remember this being about a linguistic, the police hired a linguistic professor or something like that. Oh my gosh. a genius when it comes to words. Can solve any puzzle. Top student of her forensic linguistics class. She was tapped by local police to use her skill to decipher notes left by a stalker turned rapist. Cannot wait to read that as well. When I found out about and I read the synopsis of that one, I hopped on it so fast. The next one is going to be, I believe I got 2 of these. This one by HarperCollins. Yep, I received 2 of them. This is the Hollywood Con Queen, The Hunt for an Evil Genius. This is by Scott Johnson. It's previously titled The Con Queen of Hollywood. So I do have 2 copies. And I see FBI and Crazy Evil Genius on the synopsis. So looking forward to that. The next is going to be Random House. I don't know what blessing of what I got entered into, but Random House came through with so many books. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how many I have. I'll talk about the poems first because I got these in February and they sent me Stones. This is a collection of poems by Kevin Young and I really enjoyed this. I didn't realize that Kevin Young and I are from the same town or same city. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked him up. I also have from 𝘬𝘯𝘴𝘵. I already had Pocahontas, but Random House sent me the newest collection of stories. This is by an indigenous author. I tried to look up how to pronounce this, could not figure it out. So I'm going to just show you the beautiful artistic covers, and the back has her photo on it. This is the newest one, and so it looks like this one. Beautiful artwork. And then Woke Up to No Light, collection of poems by Layla Motley. This is the author of Night Crawling, which is a Oprah book club pick that she has a novel of. And so I also read this during April 4 Poetry Month. So sorry, had to change my battery. More from Penguin. This is The Quiet Tenant. Ooh, I don't think I hear great things about this, but I do want to at least read it for myself. And so the paperback edition came out, and so they asked, I got, you know. I'm so grateful. More by Penguin. Okay, this one I'm so excited for. I already know that I'm going to read it for Nonfiction November. Coming Home by Brittany Griner. I know that I've seen several interviews in regards to Brittany, and I'm so glad that her and her wife are having a son, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But what she experienced in Russia, I cannot even fathom. There is also photos in here. Oh, I cannot wait to read this, but I will definitely be reading this for Nonfiction November. I already know. That's not that I usually set my TBR that far, but it's definitely getting read for sure. The next is going to be Butcher. This is by Joyce Carol Oates. I tried to go online and find some information about this, but I could not find anything. Terribly wrong. Forced to take a position at an asylum for females. He's allowed to continue his practice unchecked for decades, making a name for himself by focusing on women who have been neglected by the state. As he's established himself as a pioneer 19th century surgeon. So he's cutting up people at an asylum? Okay. So he is a surgeon working at an asylum. I can see how that terribly goes wrong. Alright, next Penguin. Since this is Blessings. Oof. I'm not even going to try to butcher that name and offend anyone. It says Moonlight meets purple hibiscus in this gay coming of age novel from an astonishing young talent. Ooh, wanted to become even further and reach out. Told from an alternative perspective, moving story to how to live freely in the country that forbids one's true self and love that can flourish in spite of it all. This is already on my TBR for June, for Pride Month. I cannot wait to read this. It comes out next month, so if you have not seen this, please check it out and support that debut author. And I think I have a couple more from Penguin. I have this box, which they make sure you know it's from Penguin. Lots of stuff. This was packaged by the lovely Melanie K. Thank you so much, Melanie. I really appreciate the effort that you put in and the care that you put into packaging this book. This is Victory Parade. Ooh, one group of women working as welders in Brooklyn Navy Yard, Rose Arsenberg, has fallen in love with a disabled veteran while awaiting the return of her husband Sam, a soldier from the American Army serving in Europe. Wow. Okay. Victory Parade. Like, look at the artwork. This is beautiful. First of all, I love the cover. But this in paper is beautiful, and it does look like it is this looks like it would be so much fun. I cannot wait to read this. This is hilarious. The artwork is so funny because you actually oof. It's a little graphic. A little graphic. There's definitely some wrestling in here as well. I will get to that when I'm in my comic, graphic novel, manga air. And yes, I said air. Ooh, don't hurt me. Anyways, one last one from Random House. This is a package of 3. And I've been wanting this since I've seen the cover. This is Pretty, a memoir by Gabby Brookins. I'm reading this next month. I am. This is looks like Black trans writer of outsized talent, fierce discipline, memoir about queerness, masculinity, and race. I should be able to define myself, but I am not. Not by our governmental or cultural body. Brookins writes, every day I negotiate space between who I am, how I am perceived, and what I need to unlearn. People have assumed things about me, and I cannot change that. Every day I am assumed to be a Black American man, though my ID says female, and in my heart says neither of the sorts. What does it mean to be a girl turned man when you are something else entirely? Whew, cannot wait to read that. That is, I think it's out now if I'm not mistaken. I also have another collection of poems, a hundred Lovers poem by Richie Hoffman. I have not read this, but definitely will eventually read that this year. I am doing pretty well about reading short stories, anthologies, and short story collections, anthology, and poems this year, which I'm really excited for. I'm really happy that I'm hitting at least that goal. The next book is going to be a spoken word. This is a cultural history by Joshua Bennett. This is also blurred by Cornell West. Oof. This is also blurred by Cornell West, so definitely need to eventually read that this year. I'm hauling so many books, and unfortunately I have not read much in the last couple of months. Okay, so the next set of books that I'm going to go into are books that I've purchased. This is books that I've purchased outside of the Teen Book Festival because that's going to be in a separate video. But I do want to share one book that was gifted to me. This was sent to me by Gabby from the Curious Owl. I'll go ahead and link her channel down below. She sent me a book that I was supposed to read a while ago, but I have not. This is Where Sleeping Girls Lie. She also provided me a ton of like little items. This is art print. There's a couple of bookmarks in here. So I love that. Bookmarks from the store. There's also these cards, these name badges. These are the schools, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few of them here, so I have lots of them. And then a few more. And then we have a sticker. This is Secret Haunts, These Hallowed Halls. I guess she has another book that I was not aware of. And it says, use this QR code to gain access to the fort. Ooh, so there's a sampler on here. So super cool. I really appreciate it. Also, I cannot forget to show you that she did get it personalized, and it says for Brie. So thank you so much, Gabby. I was so happy to get this. I had to track it down and and find it, but yes, I cannot wait to read this. I heard great things about it. I haven't heard anything bad in regards to it, so I'm looking forward to that. So going into the books that I have purchased, I do want to start with a couple of Amazon purchases. I bought the Leigh Bardugo, The Familiar. Not that I'm sure that you guys are aware of by now of what this is about, but I did get that off of Amazon. I also bought 𝘬𝘯𝘵, A Guide to Witchcraft and Mayhem. This is by Roseanne A. Brown. I started the first book and did not finish. I was really enjoying 𝘬𝘯 and her defeating all of these monsters. The African folklore in here is beautifully done as well. I don't know why I put that down and just did not pick it back up. And the next one is going to be Shogun. I was supposed to read this month. This is a very chunky book. I really tried to get the Blackwell all black cover that they had originally, but that was not possible. But nonetheless, I got this one. I watched the show and absolutely loved it. And so I know that there's a lot of problematic issues with this series, but I want to read it. I want to read it. I'm sad that they are doing a season 2 that's really deterring from the series itself. But I love the series. I really did. The next is going to be The Gods of Ending by Jacqueline Holland. This was part of the book club, Barnes & Noble book club, for the month of April, I believe. So I got this one. I hear amazing things about this book. Amazing things about that book. I had it on my TBR for a very long time. I also got the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia for Fairies, which again, I hear amazing things about it. And I cannot wait to read. The next books are going to be Mary. This is by Nat Cassidy. I read this book and I got it from my library, but I loved it. I loved it so much I had to get a physical copy. The aunt in this book, I think we're friends. Like, I just knew I was going to love her character. She's so sassy, she's so snarky and feisty. I loved everything about it. It just enhanced the book for me so much more. And so I absolutely loved it. I think I got it 4.5 stars if I'm not mistaken. And then I Woke Up. This is by Malcolm Devlin. Oof, butchering that. I saw the blurb, I read a little bit of the synopsis. It's a very short novella. I decided to pick it up, and so it says that Stephen Graham Jones even blurbed it, and so I have not heard this book before, but I saw it in Barnes & Nobles and had to get it. And got a little tote for all of the books. I did want to also share the Broken Binding special editions that I did get. My kid already opened these up, so we did get to see them already. But this is OctaviaE Butler, Parable of the Sower, Parable of the Talents. Beautiful sprayed edges. I believe they're still on their website, so if you did want them, please go support and have these beautiful, beautiful editions of Parable of the Talents, or what is it called? 𝘐𝑲ℏ𝑗𝑢𝑠? No, not 𝘐𝑲ℏ. What's the series called? I don't remember. I don't remember what it's the series are called, but these are beautiful editions. They're stunning. I read Octavia last year with Maya, and we both last year got to see Octavia Butler's gravesite. It was such an amazing experience. We sat there for like an hour, hour and a half, and just really took in the energy of being there. We cleaned up her grave a little bit, put some pine cones on it, and left some offerings. But I just love Octavia Butler's writing. Sci-fi, it's horror, it's creepy, it still sticks with me. Like, those stories stick with me. I will not get enough of Kindred, which also will be having a special edition that I'll leave down below. I believe Satisfaction is doing a special edition of Kindred, but these are beautiful. I will cherish these forever. There's ribbons on them. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is it for me, except for one more box that my kid wants to open up. So I am going to have my kid help me open up some books, and she also wants to talk about some of her books. Alright, so I did purchase some more books recently. I also purchased some books for our local library, which I'm not going to show in this haul, but while I was doing that, I think these were part of the Amazon sale, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Okay, so I end up loving Shonda Rhimes' The Year of Yes. I loved it so much that I bought a copy for one of my daughter's teachers, and I also gave away my copy, even though I didn't finish it. I gave away my copy to my sister, so I wanted to, you know, get another one. But I absolutely loved it. I also got Chain Gang All-Stars. This was a 5-star read for me last year, and I was upset. So I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it, and I wanted a copy on my shelf. So this was on sale during the Amazon book sale. Yeah, the Amazon book sale, and so I got this one, and I got the another one of these. All right, so my daughter has a few books that she wants to quickly, hopefully, talk about.
So first, this is a series. My mom got me into Stunt Boy. I think we got it at Barnes & Nobles, right?
Yeah.
We got it into Barnes & Nobles. It is by Jason Reynolds. I read Stunt Boy, and I really like it, and it was a good book. And later, recently, I got the second book, so that was the first book. This is the second book, Stunt Boy in Between Time, by the same author, Jason Reynolds. It was a good book. It was a good...
You read that one already?
No, I'm in the middle of it.
Oh, gosh.
It's good so far. I mean...
It is.
It's good so far. He's still having his problems and everything. And it was really good.
Okay. She's saying so it's really good, like she finished.
So far.
So far. This pile's gonna tumble in a second.
Fiji, that's the author, and that's what it's called.
Fiji TV?
Fiji.
Oh, it's just Fiji.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
Fiji. This is by Fiji, and this is a YouTuber. I like his books. I want more of them. I've read the second book, the third. This is the third book, second book, first book, second book, third book right here. I want the book that we got at Target. I got some of them at library, and then I got this one at Target. It was very good.
I love the artwork in this. I will say, I don't know much about Fiji, the YouTuber, but the artwork in that is beautiful. So the illustrations is great.
I got this at Barnes & Noble's, and I finished it. I also did a 20-minute challenge, and I got on page 66.
In 20 minutes. It's crazy.
20 minutes. The title name is Awkward. I loved it.
I said we're not going to talk about the synopsis. Move on to the next one. So,
What's next? Oh, this one. My mom, she said she read it and said it was good. So she let me borrow it and let me read it. I haven't read it yet. If you see on a sticky note she put up, we're doing this like money challenge on the books. So that's why there's a sticky note on it. It is called The Deadlands.
So Macmillan sent me
found them.
Hunted, Trapped, and Survival, which recently came out, I want to say back in March or April. And so I do have the entire series. They sent me Haunted last year for the summer, which I did read, and I absolutely loved it. I think I gave it 4 stars or 4.5. It really is a fun time, and so I gave her this additional book that I had. And for the summer, we are doing a reading challenge where she is reading chapter books, and I am tying money to that. So if she finishes it and completes a book report, tells me all about it, she will get money for completing that book. There's also challenges within the libraries for free books. So every city that we are partner with the library is doing some type of reading challenge or book club for kids her age, for preteens. And so she's gonna not only be able to earn free books, but she will earn money to keep her motivated to read books. And now, if you're wondering why I'm paying my kid to read books, and it is because otherwise she will not read. She will prefer not to read chapter books. She will read and binge 20 graphic novels in a day, which is perfectly fine. But I am really preparing her for next year, where they are diving into 400, 500, 600 page books and trying to get her out of her comfort zone of reading something beyond graphic novels, comics, and whatever else she wants to read. But this is just my way of helping her dive into longer chapter books and paying her at the same time, as well as getting her involved in several libraries.
This is a series. It is called The Legends of Lotus Island, The Guardian's Test.
That.
And then there's here's the second book, The Legends of Lotus Island, Into the Shadows Mist.
You gotta take the color sign off. So that's the second book. There is, I believe, 5 books in the series, and this was recommended to us by Elyse's, and she said that she had a fun time, and so I'm excited for her to finally read them because I want to read them next.
Next we have The World's Worst Time Machine by Dustin Bradley. The same author. I read 5 books. It was Trapped in a Video Game. It was really good. I finished it. I didn't finish this one, Trapped in a Video Game. I did. But this is my new one Mommy got for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we enjoy Dustin Bradley. So I'm really and Worst Time Machine, come on, that sounds like a fun time. That sounds fun.
The last one, don't worry, it's the last one. Secret Agent 6th grader. 3-book collection. I don't have the next 2 books. I don't.
What are you talking about? These are 3 books in 1.
Oh. That's why there's a lot of pages.
Yes. It's 3 books in 1. Who is this by?
This is by Marcus
Emerson.
Here goes the cover. This is really good.
Ooh. I purchased a few books just to really engage this summer with reading and getting into really fun books. When I looked up some books that, you know, 3rd, 4th graders would really enjoy, I know based off what I have, what she might enjoy. But I really wanted to hear from kids. And so this was one of the books that was pointed out to me, and so I did purchase this one because one is a collection of books, and so the intimidation of how many pages it is, we got to get over that fear, and that's something that we're going to work on this summer. But this is 3 books in 1, and she saw the page count and she was like, there's no way I'm reading this, and I was like, there is. So there is one more book that I did want to mention that I did get, and I won't go into it. This is How Does It Feel? This is by Jenny O'Reilly. Janae. I'm butchering that. But I did also get this from Target because I hear great things about this. And the dedication page, what? Well, Lost. Oh, I also have one more book from Simon & Schuster. Saved the absolute best for last. This is The Angel of Indian Lake. This is by Stephen Graham Jones. First of all, how did I get my hands on this? This is by Saga Press. So I read the first one. Did not read the second one. But this third one, I am so intrigued by this. It's, when I listened to him talk about this book, he said that it's more brutal than the first 2 books. Than the first book. I cannot wait to read this. Thank you so much, Saga Press, for sending me a copy. I will be reading this. Absolutely. Cannot wait. I already purchased the second book from, because I also did not have that one. So I purchased that one from Pango, and I should be receiving it sometime soon. But save the best for last. This is one of my most anticipated books for the entire year. I just cannot wait. I can't believe that I have it. So that is it for this book haul. I will show you all of the books and hold them up for you, but it is just way too many. This is probably going to be at least a 45-minute video already, and I'm kind of flying through trying to talk as fast as possible. But thank you so much for watching it. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my daughter for showing me and presenting all her wonderful books that she also got. We will be doing another video sometime soon talking about the North Texas Teen Book Festival and the books that we got from there, because we did get some ARCs. I gave away some, but we did get some signed. It was a fun time, right?
Yes, it was the most fun time. And I remember when we went the last time as well, but not the same location. I also got to see my favorite author, my favorite author, R.L. Stine.
Okay, more to come with that. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Have a good day.